Welcome in. Happy Friday. I'm on a little bit later than usual, but that is okay. We are doing a quick one today, okay? We're going to do, and I've done this before, just the next 48 hours, get it quick. The person that's on your mind, what are they up to? What kind of energy they're in? And of course, will you hear from them, their actions? And I'll do a quick rundown of Aries through Pisces. We are moving into the full moon energy here and the eclipse energies. So I'm going to use the Moonology cards to see what to expect from your person during this time from Aries through Pisces. So the timestamps and the transcript will be up after the live stream. The transcript takes a little bit of time. All right. That's YouTube. That's out of my control. Transcripts, I see that a lot from in my comments, and YouTube process the videos. These are long videos. It takes a little bit of time, and then they will be up. All right. So I apologize. That's nothing I can do about that. But timestamps are always up, pinned to the comments. All right. Plus, the name of this sign is always on the screen, so you can scroll forward. I go Aries through Pisces all the time. I do a giveaway every month. Happy birthday to Virgo. If you want to win a personal reading, you just comment that on my videos. And I may be doing a giveaway in the future here as soon as I figure out how to see who hypes my videos. But if you hype my video, just be known, keep track of it because I may do something with that. But it also helps my video and pushes me out there in the algorithm. And so for those of you that just are always here with me, and the one thing you could do for me, that's all I ask, is just hype it. All right. So hope everybody's having a great day. Hello, Angel, Jackie, Terry, Taja. I got the team here. You notice, oh, I got a new member, Jackie. Hello, 222 when I said that. Yes, I have an awesome membership. I do questions over there. I do all kinds of different things over there, energy checks for you. And you can come in, you don't have to stay, you're not obligated, you can leave anytime, come back anytime. So that's pretty cool. Thank you for being a member. So don't be intimidated by all these little wrenches and numbers and members and all these little things going on, right? These people are awesome. They've been here with me for a long time. Ask them any questions. And also share your story. Come in and share your energy. That's why I go live. So I can bond a little bit with you guys and pick up your energies during the readings. It helps, right? You're here, and so those of you that watch after the live, I'm picking up energies from your signs, right? So you come in and you can be a part of that. But let's get started. I'm going to do Aries here. We're going to start Aries here. Ooh, that's my little stone. All right. I'm excited for you too. We'll explain more about the membership after. All right. Aries. What does Aries need to know for the next 48 hours for the person that is on their mind? All right. Aries gang. Yes. Aries gang. So we're looking next 48 hours. What to expect for Aries? Archer is amazing. And I forgot to say that Archer and I will be going live. Archer Astrology on the 21st, fall equinox. All right. Aries, things are about to clear up between you and another person. Oh, it's going to look good. All right. There's been some things being said. Maybe we got caught up in some worry about some details in the past here, or maybe you're worrying about, a text, phone call, what they're thinking. They may have gotten their hands caught or tied to another situation, but it does look like you've got somebody in your energy, a Leo, and I have a 6 of Cups here that plans on reaching out to you. All right. So if you've been fretting it or sweating, the person that is on your mind is the name of this video. So you're coming here with somebody specific, and this is what I'm getting for you. All right. It is showing me that they want to clear something up. They may have something they want to get off their chest. It's like, I've been wanting to tell you this. Hopefully it's something really good and positive because we have the Sun card here. All right. So it is the truth. It is all about growth. It's all about healing. And what I see too is that they care about you. All right. The Six of Cups, right? You know, at minimum, a very good friend, right? But it does show a friendly, let's turn over a new leaf. I care about you. We've shared some good memories, or I'm wishing to share some memories with you. All right. I care about you. All right. So whatever this Eight of Swords is, let's talk about it. All right, so let's see Aries through Pisces and see what to expect for the eclipses here. All right, so strong Leo energy, and you got a hell yes. All right, so the hell yes showing up in your reading, Aries, pretty much stamps that this is luck. You got some good energy around you, good aura. You're attracting in good energies. All right. And that's what's most important. So Aries also, look at this, in the Aries position, a win-win outcome is forecast. All right. So this is like, you can't get any better than this here with your cards. So, you know, this quick message for you is basically a win for my Aries. Aries going to be all together here partying this weekend, getting exactly what they are wishing for. We have Taurus. It's time to release negativity. All right. So it seems like you and a Taurus may be going back and forth, projecting onto one another, or constantly bringing up something, or you're worried about something so much about a Taurus. And Spirit is saying, you know, it's time to release this negativity. It's not worth the space that's taken up in your head. All right. It will clear up. Gemini, emotions are running high. So you make an emotional call or emotional meeting with a Gemini. All right. It seems like they really want to express their feelings to you. Cancer, nothing will come of this situation. All right. So that can be good for some of you. Maybe some of you wondering, spying, figuring out, and, you know, thinking that they're with somebody, or they're going to do something, or thinking an argument, you know, you're never going to see them. Nothing will come of that. Right? It's all in your head. All right. But also for some of you, nothing will come of this situation, right? Like you already know it, right? You're pretty much done, ready to go. Leo, all right, bring love into the situation. There's the Six of Cups. There's the Leo. So it looks like you guys will be sharing a beautiful moment together. There is a lot of love there, and there could be some forgiveness between you and a Leo. Virgo, conclusions are within reach. So it is the full moon eclipse, and I am seeing it could play out over the next 2 weeks, even though we're saying 48 hours. We're seeing conclusions are coming in, though. You'll have your answers. Libra, the end of a tough cycle approaches as well. All right, so you're finally getting over the hardest part of the situation. You're making amends with a Libra. Scorpio, communication is key. We do have Gemini energy here, so it is talking about, you know, communication, the way you're communicating your thoughts, the way you're talking, how you're expressing yourself. You know, there's something off. You guys aren't meeting eye to eye. All right, we got to talk about something. Sagittarius, your commitment is being tested. All right, so there could be some challenges coming up between you and a Sag. You know, if you guys are meant, you'll make it through. Capricorn, the answers you need are coming. All right, so you will hear the truth. Aquarius, a new romantic cycle begins. All right, so you and Aquarius are not over. It seems like you know, it's coming back around. Pisces, show the world the real you. All right, so this is being authentic with the Pisces. Don't hold back. If you feel like you're tiptoeing around a Pisces, this is Spirit saying it's time for you to open up and say exactly what's on your mind. You may be surprised the results. All right, that was my Aries. My Aries. Remember the nanny? The nanny. I used to do her voice perfect, but I think I lost it. All right, Taurus. All right. Have a great Friday. Taurus time. All right. Yes, guys, Archer and I we're collaborating again. All right. On the 21st. If you don't know who Archer is, check out Archer Astrology. All right. We've known each other for a long time, and we will be going live again on the 21st. Taurus, what does Taurus need to know about the person on their minds the next 48 hours? All right, these are quick messages for Fran, the nanny. Yeah, I lost my accent. I've lost it, but Taurus, 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 Taurus. What does Taurus need to know for the next 48 hours? All right, let's tap. Let's tap. All right, you get the Temperance card, so things starting to chill out, things starting to mellow out. King of Cups. You got a person showing up. 6 of Wands. All right, things looking good. Oh, you got the Sun card too. All right, so it looks like, guys, find the light within this eclipse season. All right, you could have a date with this person, right? Conversation, the truth, getting each other's attention, feeling good. All right, be careful of attitudes. All right, be careful of attitudes. All right, the Temperance card is showing up. It does show me here, Taurus. You got Scorpio energy here showing up for you. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So a little bit of watery energy. So emotions could be running high. You know, you could be a little bit sensitive. All right, let's try and bring love into the situation again, too. So we are seeing some playfulness, talking, keeping things light. All right. So that is really coming through, Taurus. It's about playfulness, even more Leo energy, opening up that heart and just trying to look at the bright side of things, right? You know, if you find yourself challenged with your person emotionally or triggered, it seems like you both could be a little bit sensitive at times. So I am seeing here this, you know, the next 48 hours, though, we are seeing a victory for you. You guys will pull through this. The Temperament card tells me that you guys kind of bump heads, all right? You know, and it's like we need timeouts here and every now and then, right? We gotta, but things will start to chill out. And they're coming together, restoring balance here with somebody that is on your mind. Clearly, I've got a water sign for some of you, and I have a Leo, so it could be Cancer, Leo, cusper too. But we are seeing maybe even a deep conversation. You're on the same page with somebody, you know, trying to, you know, make it through some issue, right? But to me, it feels like you and this person have the energy to get through just about anything. All right, you may bump heads, boom, right? But this just tests you and challenges you a little bit, but the love is there. So I am loving the messages today already. You got Sagittarius energy here too. It just seems like, you know, it could be a little bit more chill, you know, if temperaments, emotions run high. It could be just backing out a little bit, just trying to lighten things up and have fun, especially if there's truth being talked about. The Sun card is saying try to find the love in the situation if you're having a difficult conversation. All right. But to me, it looks sunny and bright for my Tauruses. Let's see. Let's see Aries through Pisces. So next 48 hours looking good. You have somebody coming into your life. I will say for some of you Tauruses that are single, all right, that Sun card and the King of Cups says there could be a new playmate, new dates, somebody trying to get your attention too, somebody you work with or somebody that's around you when you're getting attention. So if you're in the center of attention or work or some place where, you know, like I always think of somebody, car salesman or, you know, governor of real estate, you know what I mean? Somebody who's in the public eye like that, not always social media, but it could be social media. You could be grabbing somebody's attention. Aries, expect powerful change with an Aries. Now, the Aries to Pisces part is not just, well, we have in the next 48 hours, you know, we are going into the eclipse full moon, but it could be unfolding too throughout eclipse season. So expect powerful change with an Aries. Taurus, have faith in your dreams. All right. What's yours is yours. The universe will do the rest, right? You just have to, your only job is to stay true to what you feel you need or want and what you desire, right? You don't have to prove it, right? So the universe got your back here. Have faith in your dreams, especially with another Taurus, all right? There's growth there. You know, maybe even, you know, I just see spring. I see things are still flourishing between the two of you. Gemini, you're so very close to achieving the goal. Just some tweaks, right? You guys are just trying to figure out the details here, right? Really just trying to tie things in. All right, Cancer, you are good enough. All right. So they may feel like, you know, it could go both ways, but they may feel like they've done something wrong or they're not good enough for you. They can't meet your needs. All right. And you may feel the same way too. You guys may be overthinking the situation. All right. Leo, a time to give rather than take. So, you know, take it as it is, a time to give rather than take. So if it means you backing down and, you know, or given to them, given more energy, given more time, given more space, whatever it is they're asking for, it might be time for you to let them lead the way, is how I see that. Virgo, work through your fears with a Virgo. All right, you're letting your fears get the best of you when it comes to Virgo. It looks like things could turn out. There's a deeper connection here. All right, there's an intensity between the two of you, but you have a lot of fears that get in the way. Or they do, right? I guess for you, Taurus, I'm looking at it as the relationship as a whole. Libra, show them the real you. Don't hold back, all right? That's what's going to win them over. Scorpio, you guys are safe. This relationship is guided, all right? You and Scorpio, you guys feel like family together. All right, Sagittarius, nothing will come of this situation, all right? So that could be good or bad, however you look at it. Capricorn, communication coming in, and communication is key. So pay attention to what's being said or how you're saying it. Aquarius, look at the bigger picture, right? You might be focusing on too much on every little detail, which is creating restriction, blocks in the relationship. It looks like the bigger picture is you guys will be together, but you just got to lean back a little bit. Pisces, we have a time for healing. So there could be some space between you and Pisces right now. A little bit of space does the relationship good. All right. Hello. Hello, Blue. Hello, Janet. Hello, Romy. Sweet Stacy. And we have Yvette. All right, guys, don't forget to hype that video when you leave. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't seen it yet, but it'd be very courteous, very grateful. Let me see. So let's see, Gemini, 1818. These are going quick because 1818 is usually my Taurus's read. So I did say I was going to make it quick today. Gemini, Jean. Aloha from Hawaii. I love it. All right. Gemini. What does Gemini need to know about the next 48 hours about the person that is on their mind? All right. What does Gemini need to know about the person that is on their mind? What's going to happen? Oh, when you like the video, the hype will appear in the comment section. God. All right, you got the Temperance card as well. So things are about to chill out for you too. All right, it doesn't seem like they're going to be as rocky. Everybody always panicking around that eclipse energy. At least I am. Look at this. You got an Emperor coming in. All right, somebody's stepping up, being responsible. I got my eye on you. I never noticed that little guy here. This like tree here with a face on it. Like, you know. That's wild. You know, somebody wanting to negotiate. You get somebody thinking. Right, but they're taking it seriously. Taking you seriously. All right. We got the Page of Pentacles. Your dad. Marriage, family. All right. All right, well, you know something, Gemini, you've got somebody who wants to communicate with you. You've got them thinking, and it looks like somebody's ready to take the next step. You know, But it's like we've got to have an understanding here. You know, it looks like somebody's laying down the law, right? This weekend. Could be a Taurus, could be an Aries. All right. It seems like we need to discuss, you know, where things are going. We need to discuss how things are going. We need to understand each other's needs and wants. I really do feel like that's important too. This is somebody that is responsible or is trying to take responsible for themselves, their life. Page of Pentacles could be somebody that's working, okay? A teacher, a boss, a student, somebody with a child or around children, right? But your person could be, you know, doing this, kind of busy this weekend with that, you know, parenting, taking care of business, but you will still hear from them. All right. And it feels like I want to discuss plans. I want to take the next step, but it does seem like your person is really busy and has a lot going on. So I am seeing here, and you got 4 of Wands here, a Temperance card. So somebody could be dealing with a birthday, event, an anniversary, you know, a building somewhere, building something, going somewhere, or working, right? Starting a new job, right? Or just teaching. So I am seeing that this weekend could be filled with that. And so it looks as though this person really does want to try and make it up to you, right? Or make it happen. So the Temperance card says they're having a little patience. The Page of Pentacles is somebody making the effort. So you will have somebody that'll break through, make the effort, but it looks more like plans, you know, to try and get together, try and talk, try and, or they're just making the effort to reach out to you. But it does look like your person's quite busy. And even it could be you too that's quite busy in the next 48 hours. But either way, the Emperor and the Hierophant and the Page of Pentacles, the Temperance card, this is unfolding nicely. So if you find yourself panicking or not trusting the situation this weekend, with these cards here, it is telling me the next 48 hours are going to turn out pretty good. All right. Unexpected windfall of money too. You may get an opportunity for money as well. But Sagittarius energy is coming through. Let's see Aries through Pisces. All right, so this is looking at the next 48 hours unfolding throughout the eclipse season here. So all right, let's see. Aries, have faith in this connection with Aries. All right, don't lose hope. All right, looks like you guys will restore balance. Taurus, don't let pride get in your way. All right, so you know, and it could be them. I'm sure some of you might say it's them, but that's what it's saying. It's saying don't let pride get in your way. Pride could be holding back the situation. You know, being vulnerable, or a fear of being vulnerable could be holding back the situation. There does seem to be a bond there that can be strengthened. Gemini, adjustments are required. There's that flexibility that I was kind of getting in your read. You know, it's like you may find that you have to kind of go with the flow this next 48 hours, but that things are still, somebody's trying to make effort, somebody's, you know, work with me, I'll work with you. So it does look like we're having some sort of discussion over how we need things, how we have to, you know, talk, how we need to share time, what do we want, you know, things like that. So whatever adjustments are required, it looks like you're confronting that. With another Gemini too. Cancer, a new start is coming with a Cancer. All right, it's just around the corner. It's peeking through. All right, the new moon, maybe by the new moon in Virgo. All right, Leo. So it's the balance here. It's trying to find a balance, especially if you're up in delusion or illusions. You got to ground yourself in when it comes to a Leo and think practically. All right, ground yourself. All right, it is a spiritual connection, but we can get lost in that too. And all Spirit is saying here is need to find some sort of balance with in a reality check. Virgo, the energy is gaining momentum, right? So you may start to notice things picking up speed. Libra, don't let the past hold you back, right? So there's some lessons or unfinished stuff that keeps coming up. And this is, you know, things can move forward with a Libra, but we got to leave the past in the past. And they may be leaving the past right behind. Scorpio, confidence, right, is key. They're attracted to you. All right, it's gotta, you know, show up with some confidence. Sagittarius, luck is on your side. New moon Sagittarius too with this energy. All right, so you have you and Sag on point. They're coming in pretty quickly. Capricorn, conclusions are within reach. So you'll figure out what's happening, what's going on. And if something's been hidden from you, the truth coming in. Aquarius, bringing love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius too. So talking to an Aquarius, you know, maybe expressing your feelings to one another. And Pisces, ooh, a fiery climax approaches. All right. So it looks like things are about to heat up between you and a Pisces. You wonderful protons of light that make my day so bright. You're all looking good in Frankie's neighborhood. That's so amazing, Michael. Thank you. Yes. All right. 70K. We're headed for 70. We're looking at 70, right? And I'm not negotiating, right? 70K. All right. Let's go. And don't forget, I am going live at 4:30, maybe a little bit earlier. We'll see. 4 o'clock maybe for super chats. If you guys need questions answered, that video is up. And happy birthday to Virgo if you want to win a personal reading. Plus Archer and I on the 21st. All right, 28 for Cancer. All right, Cancer. Here comes my Cancers. Somehow my Cancers really like me. Cancers get a little mad at me sometimes, but you guys just really like me. Yes, I do. We're all master manifestors. Let's get it there. Let's get me there. All right. Let's see. What can Cancer expect from the person on their mind the next 48 hours? A quick message here. We're doing quickies today, Cancer. And then, all right. Ooh, Cancer gets the Lovers. We got Gemini energy. Is you getting some sort of fire started? All right. You getting together, a relationship? You hanging out, doing the dirty deeds? You got the 8 of Wands. The 2 of Wands. Ooh, all right. Some of you might be making a decision. All right. I don't feel like being alone this weekend. Somebody doesn't feel like being alone. Somebody on the fence here. Somebody's, you know, kind of hanging out, looking out the window, going, I think I want to make contact. Right? So the energy is about to shift. It looks like you and another person are mirroring each other. So this can go either way. The Lovers card, you know, the 10 of Cups right underneath that. So Cancer, all right, it looks like some good news is headed your way. There's some passion coming in. And you may have been waiting for this, right? But you may have been like hesitant, you know, do I reach out? Do they reach out? What do I do? You know, and I just feel like it's going to happen. It doesn't matter. You don't even have to think about this. It looks as though you and another person are just cannot resist each other and are thinking about, you might even be just making plans, you know, but this here is fire. So fire's happening pretty quickly, and it looks like, and it could be a Virgo energy coming towards you, or Gemini, right? So lots of communication, definitely maybe about making plans and wanting to go somewhere. And it could be we said 48 hours. It could be 2 to 8 days, right? If I want to look at days here. But somebody here does not want to be lonely. Somebody wants to be talking to you, all right? And it looks like talking more, though, even about a relationship. You know, the Ten of Cups is a relationship. So you and another person, you're thinking the same thing. And the story could switch pretty quickly. All right. So let's see, you know, what else would it, look at this, the Hierophant. So even a Taurus energy here, it looks like somebody here wanting to take the next step here with you. Strong attraction. So expect your phone to be flooded with some conversations. All right, let's see Aries through Pisces. All right, Aries through Pisces. This is for the next 48 hours plus the eclipse season. Oh, sign says Gemini. Oh, poop. I'm so sorry, Cancer. I just did your reading under Gemini. But you got to scroll back because you don't want to miss that reading. All right. The timestamp will be correct, even though it'll say Gemini. Thank you. All right. So let's see. Aries. Nothing's going to come of the situation. So if you're worried about something, there's no need. All right. But also if it's like really hard situation and you just know that it's time to let go, this is also saying, you know, it's just, there's dead silence here. Taurus, you know, it wants to get to know you. All right. So open up. Don't be afraid to show them who you are. Gemini, you guys feel at home with each other. It looks like you guys may reunite. They definitely have your energy around them. Cancer, look at the bigger picture. All right, so I am seeing if you're focusing too much on the small details, stay true to your desire. It seems like you're going to win the war. Don't worry about the battles. Leo, communication coming in, and communication is key. So speaking one's truth. You may get the truth. Virgo, a time for healing. So Virgo may be quiet, all right? They may go a little hermity, but this is where they will figure out, you know, their truth as well. So sometimes space is really good. Libra, the answers you need are coming, all right? You will know the truth. Scorpio, personal issues reaches resolution. Look at that's full moon in Cancer. All right, so you and Scorpio will finally restore balance. They could be dealing with a personal issue that is finally reaching some sort of resolution so that you guys can continue on with your dreams. Sagittarius, you are good enough. They want you. They care about you. Capricorn, nothing is yet set in stone. All right, so don't panic. Things are changing with a Capricorn. Aquarius, bringing love into the situation. So you and Aquarius finding yourselves together. And Pisces, conclusions are within reach, all right? So the finale, the grand finale coming in, all right? So if you're kind of questioning where things are going, what's happening, all right, it's not over. It's unfinished business. They will be back around. All right. So Cancer, sorry about that. You just have to scroll. The timestamp I put, I'll make a note of it so you guys don't panic. All right. All right. Let's see, my Leos. Hello, Rowdy. Hello, April. Let's see. 35, 35. Well, these are normally, you guys know me. I'm not very good with doing quick messages. You guys enjoying the quick ones today? Roaming is here too. Yes. Sunny D. Leo. And that was a really awful raw. Whoa. All right, Leo. Awesome. All right, Leo. So what excelente. What does Leo need to know for the next 48 hours about the person that is on their minds? All right, Leo. Tell me about Leo's person. Aw. You got the Hermit card too, so let's see what's going on. Spending some time. All right, so there could be some silence next 48 hours. You know, you got the High Priestess. You got somebody observing you. You know, King of Swords. You know, so got an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini showing up here. You know, it looks like you're dealing with somebody at a distance, maybe, you know, whether it's physical, emotional, just trying to figure out, you know, their next move. The thing is they're observing you and they're collecting data. So whatever that means for you guys. It's like, am I trying to see what you're up to? Am I seeing it? You know, maybe your person is, you know, seeing if you're talking to somebody else. You know, they're wanting to keep tabs. They feel a strong connection with you. There's something about you that draws them to you, but they got one eye on you and they're acting like they're not interested, right? Or they're acting quiet. That's it. Or just a little bit non-emotional. It doesn't have to be that you guys are not talking, but there might be your person is just being kind of going solo. All right, the Hermit card. So if you're thinking they're with somebody, they're thinking you're with somebody, or they're thinking you're talking to somebody. And if you're thinking they're talking to somebody, they are not, with what I'm seeing here. They are maybe testing you. There seems to be, I'm challenging you. I'm taking a step back to see what you will do. Maybe they're trying to see how far you'll go, but there's definitely silence between you and this person for the next 48 hours. All right. And you may fret or worry and think they're with somebody. All right. The Judgment card, they may have you, you know, thinking about the past. They may be having you review the past, reconsider in your head. But just know that it seems like this person is just being by themselves and they're not with anybody. They're just going kind of quiet. All right. So we'll see. We got Virgo. We have a fire energy. We have Pisces. We have Cancer. And we have an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. All right. But, you know, we do have a person that's around you. So they could break the silence. We'll see Aries through Pisces. We're looking at the next 48 hours throughout the eclipse season. So this could just be a temporary silence with this person. Let's see, Aries through Pisces. All right. Aries, it's time to take action. All right. So if they've gone quiet, you know, it looks like you're going to see some movement with an Aries. And that's new moon in Aries too. So it looks like they're stepping up. They're taking action towards you. Taurus, your hard work is paying off with a Taurus. Okay. So it looks like you guys are growing. Things are moving. You know, there may have been some challenges, but the gift is coming in, the gift of the relationship. Gemini, be bold and make the first move. Cancer, emotions are running high with a Cancer. All right, you may have a conversation expressing your feelings to one another. And we have Leo. Prosperity lies ahead. So you have an Ace of Pentacles. All right, so we are seeing you with another Leo. There seems to be a strong new beginning. Virgo, all right, you are good enough. So if you're feeling insecure about a Virgo, it looks like they care about you, and it looks like there could be a new beginning coming in with them. Libra, win-win outcome is forecast, and you've got full moon in Libra energy. Scorpio, the energy is gaining momentum with the Scorpio. Sagittarius, have faith in this relationship and have faith in your dreams. Capricorn, step out of your comfort zone. North Node, looks like you guys are destined to be together. Aquarius, surrender to the divine. Let it play its course, all right? If there's nothing more you can do. Wait a minute. Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Pisces. Take time to breathe out, all right? It's not as bad as you think. You and Pisces may need a little bit of space. And looks like relax, right? Things are going to turn out just fine. All right. All right, guys. Let's see, Virgo. It's quiet in there. Where is everybody? I thought you guys would like the quick messages. Let's see, Virgo. Virgo, Cancer was at 28. I messed up with the timestamp. 43. All right. All right, let's see. Happy birthday to Virgo. Hello. Thank you, Milan. All right, let's see. Virgo. What does Virgo need to know for the next 48 hours? All right, Two of Pentacles. All right, so you have a King of Swords, Eight of Swords, and the Three of Cups. All right. So if you're feeling a little bit confused, all right, so is your person. All right, there could be, pay attention to misreading. All right, misreading each other. You know, you both are worried about something. You both have a lot on your minds, but you both love each other or really want to be together. All right, the Three of Cups shows you reconciling. So even if something was said or you're feeling like somebody's distant or you start to worry that somebody's distant, that will clear up fast. All right, it looks like somebody wants to be around you. They may just have a lot on their mind. All right, a lot on their mind. And I got a Two of Pentacles. So there seems to be somebody that keeps kind of flip-flopping on you. And you really can't tell the mood they're in. You can't tell what they're feeling, what they're thinking. They might even, you know, not realize they're projecting onto you. right? And so I would not take it personal with your person. So just keep that in mind. We are seeing somebody that might not always want to admit they're wrong, and they might not always want to let you know, what's on their mind. They don't want you to fix it, or, you know what I mean? So they may confuse you a little bit. So keep that in mind. All right. But Spirit is saying just kind of, there's a compromise here. This might be one of these weekends or the next 48 hours where, you kind of just try not to take it personal with this person and let it play out. It looks like things are moving in the right direction. It's one step at a time. And the Three of Cups shows you guys together, talking, hanging out, showing each other love, supporting each other. So you have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and we got the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. So it seems like there could be some delays in plans with you and another person, but it doesn't mean the plans are off, right? You guys will find a way to get together. So let's see Aries through Pisces. Now the next 48 hours, throughout the eclipse season, I'm pulling the moon cards for you, Aries through Pisces. We'll see what Spirit wants you to know about the person that is on your mind. Let's see. All right, let's see. Aries, a fiery climax approaches. So you and an Aries, things are perking up, things are coming out. So the fiery climax, this could be, very passionate, but it also can be very heated. So it depends on your situation. All right, but something's coming to full send. I don't know. Something's coming out. Taurus, expect powerful change with the Taurus. Gemini, they may give to this relationship more. Cancer, be bold and make the first move with a Cancer. Leo, the end of a tough cycle approaches with you and a Leo. Virgo cares about you. It looks like you guys will figure out a way. There'll be some healing here with you and a Virgo. Libra, we have your dreams need a practical plan. So, we got to kind of look at the facts here with the Libra. Scorpio, look at the bigger picture. It looks like you guys, don't try to win every battle. You will win the war. Sagittarius, your commitment is being tested with a Sagittarius. Capricorn, it's time to release any negativity around the situation. That could be what's holding you back. Pisces, a new romantic cycle begins with you and a Pisces, all right? So it is not over. And let's see, I just want to say thank you, Milan. And thank you, April. Thank you for your time and energy. When you guys are here, it really helps support the channel. All right. Let's see. We have Libra now. Yeah. That's the one thing, like, I've always loved the group of people, as much as, sometimes I've chased a few people away. I've chased some negative energies away. I've made people mad because I don't want to deal with the negative energies. It's happened to me, people out there in the community can be very negative, and but it was worth it at the same time, because the people I have on this channel that I attract are really the sweetest people. Every now and then I get like a weird off the wall negative comment, or you will get somebody come in here and it just feels so awkward. It's like, why are you here? Why are you attracted to me? Why are you on my channel? Why do you care? You know, it just like, it doesn't fit. You know what I mean? So sometimes it feels like it's on purpose, you know, or just maybe to test me. I don't know, but we have a great group here. I've always loved the fam. Let's see. Libra, 51. Yeah, it is trolls, and it's just like, what? Yeah. But I've learned, the comments I get from people are so amazing that you guys, in the beginning, people seem to pay attention to the trolls more than they do to the good people. And I've learned to, no. I pay attention to what you guys saying, and you guys are more important. All right, let's see. You guys do chase them away. Let's see. Libra, what does Libra need to know for the next 48 hours about the person that's on their mind? A quick message. Oh, thank you. All right. The next 48 hours for Libra. You got a fire sign showing up. Somebody on fire. Aries, Leo, Sag. Knight of Wands. All right, so it looks like Libra gonna be getting some. And the King of Wands. All right, we got King of Wands, Queen of Wands. You going somewhere, Rogue? You going somewhere fun? Doing something spontaneous? Expect passion from your person. Looks like they're on fire. Somebody's got a burning desire for you. Coming to pick you up. You know? You got some fire. Aries, Leo, Sag, and we got the Devil. So, wah, wah. Oh, you're getting some, but is it somebody else's? Oh my goodness. Somebody coming to play around with you, and they're the devil you playing around with, or it could be just a Capricorn. But you know what I'm gonna say is just make good choices, and you know, pay attention to overdoing it. You know, this could be somebody that has a lot of pride. This could be somebody that is fun, exciting, but player. This could be somebody that, or you guys just overindulge, right? The Devil card just says temptation. So there's a lot of temptation the next 48 hours. Just make good choices, Libra. All right. Because there's a little bit of obsession here. There is definitely an obsession between you and this person, a very strong pull. You guys really have a strong sexual connection. All right. So there could be some passion coming in for my Libras. Let me whip with that Devil. I got the Six of Wands. Also, there could be a, you know, intense energy, but there also could be battle of the egos. So be careful. Six of Wands and the Devil card. Not only does somebody, there's arrogance, there's ego, there's pride, there is fighting, there's arguing, you know, these types of relationships can be so passionate and good times, but if we drink or we get too ahead of ourselves, we can definitely, there could be some power struggles. So Libra, it can go either way, but we are seeing some heat coming in and somebody definitely wanting your attention. It looks like both of you guys wanting each other's attention. So watch out for power struggles, battle of the egos, make good choices. It looks like there is some passion coming your way. Let's see Aries through Pisces. And it was a strong Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries through Pisces. All right, Aries. So what do you need to let go of? It seems like you're holding on to something with an Aries that's causing restriction between you and an Aries. All right. You know, there is something here. Neither of you letting go of each other, but we're holding on to something that is just keeping the brakes on. Taurus, a fiery climax approaches. So you and Taurus either could, you know, be, I don't know, creating magic together or creating a war together. All right. Gemini, we have balance and act, right? So you and Gemini need to find some sort of balance in this relationship. You may go back and forth. There is a strong connection there, but we may get too enmeshed in each other, too entangled. Cancer, time for healing. So there could be some space right now for a reason. Leo, don't let pride get in your way with a Leo. So fire energy is really showing up strong for you, Libra. So whoever's dealing with a fire energy, it seems like the next 48 hours, there's something brewing between you and a fire sign. All right. So it is saying don't let pride get in your way. You know, watch out for power struggles. Virgo, all right, surrender to the divine. The divine has a plan. If this is going to work itself out, it will come together. Libra, don't let your past hold you back. We have South Node, so this could be somebody from your past that is coming towards you. That could be heating things up, but have you learned your lesson? Scorpio, communication is key. All right, looks like you guys will be communicating, trying to talk something out. Sagittarius, believe in the impossible with your Sag. Right, they're coming. Sag was really strong in your reading, coming around. All right. Capricorn, show them the real you. Open up with a Capricorn. All right. Seems like they just want to, you know, they just want you to be real. Aquarius, you're very close to achieving your goal with an Aquarius. All right. Some tweaking needs to be, you know, you guys are a little bit different, you know, but you guys have a lot in common. So you guys are so close. Work on the things that make you happy. Pisces, work through your fears with a Pisces, all right? It seems like they trigger you in a lot of ways, and that's what's causing resistance, trust issues. All right. Thank you for smashing it. And don't forget the hype button. Help this video get out there in the algorithm. That hype button is going to help. And remember, if you guys keep tabs or whatever, how many times you hype, I don't know how you can do that yet. But I may do a giveaway, you know, in the future when I see, so you guys can show me how many times you've hyped. I have some things I might be giving away, doing some sort of giveaway. So I'll make it worth it. All right. Let's see. Scorpio at 100. 100 is an hour. The hype button. Can somebody explain the hype button in there? All right, let's go. Scorpio. I wonder why it wasn't working on the last all signs. Scorpio, what do you need to do? I mean, what do you need to know about the person on your mind the next 48 hours? Let's see what Spirit has for you. Quick message the next 48 hours. Okay. Next 48 hours for Scorpio. Ooh. You guys are awesome. All right. 7 of Cups. You got somebody thinking about you. 4 of Pentacles. Don't let them fool you. 5 of Wands. All right. You know, somebody's questioning the relationship. And, you know, you guys have come so far, you know, and this person's invested in you. All right. So whatever's going on, but, you know, you guys will be able to figure this out. That's what I'm getting. All right. You might be aware of some tension, some challenges. Somebody may be kind of aloof or up in the air, not making you feel a little uncertain. You know, it might be making you feel emotionally unstable. You know, you feel like, it could be, this person could be stressing you out a little bit, right? Their uncertainty. But what is certain here is this person sees a future with you, but you guys tend to bump heads. There could be some drama. Watch out for that, okay? And it could be over jealousy. Somebody could be jealous. Maybe you have options. Maybe they think you have options. Maybe you're giving off a vibe like you're a little closed off. Maybe have you closed down from somebody, or vice versa? You know, are you guys both afraid to be vulnerable? It seems like, you know, we got our guards up. We're ready to battle more than we are ready to talk things out. But the two of you, really, if you can shift this energy, you can be the powerful one. Shift the energy, this creative energy here you guys have. You guys could create a relationship, very strong relationship together. But it seems like you could be butting heads a little bit with this person. All right. The World card, the Page of Wands. This person thinks the world of you. You know, things are still, there's still progress. Things are still moving here with you guys. 4 of Pentacles. You're building a foundation with this person, but you guys seem to bump heads when it comes to, you ask questions. It feels like you want to know. You know, you may find yourself asking this person a lot of questions. Feels like they hold back the answers, but it also feels like possessiveness or jealousy is coming through. All right, and I see the Justice card. All right, so you guys will find a way to make peace here. It looks like you guys are just developing parts of your relationship, or this is one of the roads you have to go down with this person in order, you know, to understand one another. But I do see justice being served. I see you guys figuring it out, some mediation coming in, and them trying to make it right. So if somebody snapped at you or got mad, or snaps at you and get mad, or you do, it seems like you guys will find a way to reconcile. All right, let's see. Aries through Pisces. Yeah, there's a lot of bumping heads there, but let's see Aries through Pisces. We're looking at Aries through Pisces for the eclipse season, though. So next 48 hours, The next 48 hours, be aware of getting sucked into some sort of drama or argument, all right? And it could be because your person is causing it because they're jealous, all right? And this might be their way of testing you as well, or they might just be jealous, right? And but the Aries through Pisces, we're going to take a look at the eclipse season and see what might come out. They may be thinking you're talking to somebody. Aries, nothing will come of the situation. So whatever you're worried about doesn't seem like it's too big of a deal. Taurus, hold your vision. All right. You and Taurus are going to make it. All right. You're halfway there. Gemini, you guys got to balance things. All right. It seems like things are all over the place between you and the Gemini. We might be focusing too much on the wrong details. Cancer, all right, it's time to give, equal give and take. It looks like they may give more to this connection. Leo, the answers you need are coming with a Leo. All right, you'll see the truth, all right? There's two sides to every story. Virgo, your dreams need a plan, all right? It's like we got to figure things out. We just can't kind of sit and wait for something to happen. Looks like you guys could be making plans. It gives me a 7 of Pentacles energy. Virgo, Libra. All right. You guys have taken time, temporary. Right? You and Libra just giving each other a little bit of space so that you guys can figure out what to do next. Scorpio, it's time to take action. All right. Step up and be the leader. Lead the way. You and another Scorpio could be coming at it, and then trying to figure it out. What do we do? Getting something off our chest. All right. Sagittarius, don't let pride get in your way with a Sagittarius. Capricorn, have faith in your dreams with a Capricorn. This relationship could turn into something that flourishes. Aquarius, all right. Aquarius cares about you. You're good enough, and it looks like you guys may build something. Pisces, bringing love into the situation. They still love you. They want to talk to you. You guys could make amends. All right. Let's see. Sagittarius, 108. All right, Sag. Sagittarius. What does Sag need to know about the next 48 hours? Next 48 hours. All right. Somebody missing my Sag. Ace of Cups. Somebody missing you and letting you know. Man, it's really bothering them, really upset about something that happened. It looks like somebody really wants to clear something up with you. They feel really bad. They could have cheated or lied, but they feel pretty guilty and pretty shitty. All right. I do see the Queen of Pentacles. This person here seems like they may have been a little selfish with their energy, with their time. And they're starting to feel bad. They may have made you feel unimportant, or they walked away, or they ignored you, right? There could be somebody else in the picture, but they're obsessed with you. I mean, they've got their eyes on you. There's a sexual attraction towards you. But when they're home, when they're, it looks like you're unhappy. right? You know, if they are in a situation, the person they're with knows what they're up to and is in it for greed, for money, for, you know, security, codependency. But it feels like this person knows what's going on. So it doesn't, it looks as though there could be you feeling kind of empty, kind of feeling kind of lost. You know, you're very focused on them. You're missing them and they know it. So the Eight of Cups is showing me a new beginning coming in. So they will be, you'll be with this person or talking to this person. They feel pretty shitty for the situation that they're putting you in, or the situation that you guys are in. You know, the love is there and it also weighs on them. It's kind of unhealthy for both of you, for the situation. And it feels like, you know, there's got to be a way. They might even be, you know, dealing with some drama because this person, if there's another person there, they know. All right. Now there could be an addiction or unhealthiness when it comes to their health. They could be dealing with something like that. And that's why they've stayed separate, or they've separated themselves from you a little bit. You know, money, work, health, stress. This is somebody here that, you know, their energy is being drained. But I also feel like it's draining your energy too as well. But I see you guys together. You guys want to work together. You guys want to get together. So there will be getting together here. All right. So this person, like I said, if they're dealing with something unhealthy, it's also draining you and they hate it. They hate it. All right. Because they have love for you. So let's see. You got Capricorn here. You got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Let's see Aries through Pisces. Let's see the potential throughout the next 48 to the eclipse season. We're looking at the moon cards here to see the potential of the relationship or whatever spirit has for you. Tara, I'll pull a card for you. Give me a second when I get to the end. I'm sorry, I haven't done that in a long time, but every now and then. All right, let's see. Aries, surrender to an Aries, right? The divine's got this, right? If you guys are meant to be together, you guys will, it'll unfold, okay? Taurus, confidence is key to success here. So it looks like you guys have a very strong bond, and there's a potential here. Gemini, the energy is gaining momentum, all right? So things are about to pick up speed. Cancer, believe in the impossible with a Cancer. And we have Leo, step out of your comfort zone. Looks like you guys are destined to go somewhere. You know, so trust. If you have a hard time trusting, it's going to be trust. Virgo, all right? Virgo cares about you, all right? It looks like you and Virgo could be working something out. Libra, about to make the move. Libra's going to come in and make a move. Scorpio is taking time away. They just feel like you guys need a little space. Sagittarius, you guys need to balance this. There's too much energy. It's draining you guys. Capricorn, a personal issue reaches resolution. So if a Capricorn is dealing with something, an issue, this will be resolved and it should help the relationship. Or you guys are resolving an issue that you guys are having. Aquarius, you guys are so close to achieving this connection. And Pisces, have faith with Pisces too as well. There could be some healing energy happening there. Don't lose faith in this connection. All right. So for I guess I missed Aquarius and Virgo. Let me pull a card. Is she here? Let's see. Virgo with an Aquarius. It's time to release any negativity that you have around the situation. That could be what's blocking the connection from growing. There could be fear, doubts, past stuff, any kind of, you know, things that happened in the past. It's stopping the relationship from moving forward. All right, Capricorn. 116. Wow, I went fast today. But I said I was going fast. I will be going earlier around 4 for the other one. What does Capricorn need to know for the next 48 hours? What does Capricorn need to know for the next 48 hours? The Star card. All right, you got an Emperor coming. Page of Swords. You got some news coming your way. 2 of Wands. Somebody wanting to get together. So it looks like you could be making plans here. Somebody could be reaching out. Somebody asking questions about you. Talking to, you know, it could be somebody who's military boss. Somebody who's a father or a parent. But it looks like, you know, you've been waiting on this. It could be delayed. So if you're panicking over messages coming in from an Aries, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, maybe there's an age difference between you and this person. Right? I wouldn't panic. Try not to panic anyways. Because it looks like the messages could be delayed. Somebody's not quite sure what to say to you or wants to open up communication. But, I mean, there could be business delays. This person delayed with responsibilities. The Star card, right? So this is working itself out. And this is, you know, you got to trust, right? You got to trust in the divine here, Capricorn. You got the Chariot card. You got somebody moving in, somebody returning, somebody coming back around, somebody coming to pick you up, making plans to go somewhere. So this could be a spontaneous trip too. You may not expect this. You know, the Star card can be something you've been wishing for, you know, something you thought about, but it was a random thing, you know, like, oh, I wonder what so-and-so's up to, you know, and then all of a sudden you're hearing from so-and-so and then they come and pick you up. You know, things like that happen with this energy. But it looks like the person on your mind is headed your way, coming back around here. So expect communication, somebody reaching out. You could even be getting together. You might run into each other. You might be in the same place at the same time. The Star card, you know, you guys just are co-creating. You're in alignment. The universe is bringing you guys together. So you have Aries energy, Aquarius energy, and Libra and Gemini. So let's see Aries through Pisces. So we're looking at the eclipse season. What's the possibility? What does Spirit want you to know about each zodiac sign? All right, Aries. Bring love into the situation. It looks like you guys could have a loving conversation, healing, forgiveness. Taurus, focus more on the bigger picture. It's not about winning the battles or worrying about every little thing with a Taurus. The bigger picture is that you guys are headed in the right direction. Gemini feels at home with you, right? Feels safe with you. You guys could finally reunite or connect. It just feels like you're being guided. Cancer, communication is key. So we do see communication coming in, but it's the way we talk to each other. Could make or break this conversation. Leo, work through your fears. You're letting your fears get the best of you when it comes to a Leo. Virgo, emotions are running high, right? It seems on both ends. You guys really missing each other, really want to talk to each other, or really just feeling each other. Libra, your hard work is paying off with a Libra, right? There's a gift at when you get to the top of the mountain. I mean, it's new moon and Capricorn energy too. Scorpio, the answers you need are coming, so you're gonna hear the truth. All right, the truth will be revealed. Somebody going to tell you there's another side to the story. It might not be what you think. Sagittarius, you guys need to balance your energies. There's too much energy being focused in the wrong areas. Capricorn, luck is on your side. All right, luck is on your side right now. So you just have to have the desire, believe it, and know it, right? Let universe do the rest of it. Aquarius, you guys need a practical plan. Where's this going? You guys just hanging out, you know, with no plans for the future. Pisces, surrender to the divine when it comes to Pisces, right? You just got to let divine do its thing. All right. Let's see. All right, I'm going to change the time real quick on the other one. I will be going at 4:30. Save changes. I see a bunch of people already signed up over there, guys. If you want a reading, I'm going to be on at 4 today. Sedona, Arizona. Hell yeah. Love it there. So you're from, FG? All right, 124. Kayla, hello. Did Melissa leave? Did I say hi? I think I said hi to her when she came in. Ah. All right. Aquarius, the next 48 hours, what to expect from the person on your mind. All right, 2 of Cups. All right, so I can see that you're feeling like something's not going anywhere and it's really stressing you out with this person. You want them to, you're waiting on them. You're waiting on somebody. You're waiting on a call. And the thing is it's going to happen. It's going to manifest. You got Taurus, you have Libra energy, Scorpio, Aquarius. Leo. All right. Now, your person may be confused in you, but they're into you. They definitely are very attracted to you. They're very drawn to you. And we see growth. They want to see things go somewhere. Now, they may be closing. They may be dealing with somebody else. They may be dealing torn between relationships. They may have other responsibilities. They may be closing that chapter. But they have envisioned or can see a future with you, building something with you. So you may be a little bit confused with this person, and you may be uncomfortable with the stillness, thinking something's not changing, but something is changing behind the scenes, and you will hear from this person. They might be making the changes that you have been expecting them to make. You know, you might be thinking the worst, and this person here, you've got their heart. They might confuse themselves. They might go back and forth a little bit. They might, but they're drawn to you. All right, I got the 4 of Wands. So it looks like here you're going to, you know, find your place with this person. There could be a reunion. This person may go back and forth with, you know, am I ready for this? Am I ready for a commitment? Am I ready for a relationship? Their heart is telling them it's with you. But their mind, it's like they might be talking themselves out of it. You know what I mean? But like the 2 of Cups, the relationship, the love here between the attraction between the 2 of you is mutual. But you might be dealing with somebody who runs from their problems sometimes. You know, but for you, it looks like they're feeling the call. All right, they feel called to you. So what I'm getting, Aquarius, is don't panic. If this person does their little dance and they've done it before, let them do their dance. Let them do their dance. It looks like they're coming back to you. All right. Remember who you are, the Empress card. All right. You have the power. You're drawing them in. They're attracted to you. You just have somebody that gets in their head, or, you know, is trying to walk away from another situation or close in a situation to be with you. So I do see a possible reunion here this weekend, at least a conversation, the 2 of Cups with somebody. You know, they can't move on from you. This person is not, it definitely wants to start something with you. The passion is strong between, the force is strong between the 2 of you. All right. All right, let's see. Aries through Pisces. Aries through Pisces, Aries through Pisces. All right, so during the eclipse season, what does Spirit want you to know about Aries through Pisces, Aquarius? Aries, nothing is yet set in stone. So things are still changing. Ride the waves. I mean, there is some challenges between you and an Aries, all right? But you guys got this, all right? If you get focused on, you know, the negative or you know, especially when we're in a full moon energy, guys, be careful of that. You might see a detail and think it's the truth, and it's not. All right, so Taurus, it's time to release the negativity or the negative feelings about this, because that's creating blocks in this connection. All right, or, you know, if you're just not trusting, or Gemini, it's saying meditate and think about it. Think about this. Cancer, conclusions are within reach. All right, so you and Cancer finally figuring out what's going on here. Leo, your hard work is paying off with a Leo. Right, you guys will find your way to the finish line. Virgo, a personal issue is reaching resolution, which will bring you guys closer. Libra, you guys need a plan, a practical plan. All right, no more winging it. What's going on here? All right, you need emotional stability. Can't have confusion. Scorpio, the end of a tough cycle approaches with a Scorpio. Sagittarius, you guys are safe. You're being guided together. Capricorn, adjustments are required, but you guys, you know, you can make it happen. Aquarius, emotions are running high. Supermoon. All right, you and another Aquarius really going at it. Pisces, a new start is coming with the Pisces. They do have a UFO tour. Yeah, in Sedona. I have a friend who's gone there twice. I've only been through there, visited when I was married, when we were younger, because my ex is from Arizona. I lived there, not in Sedona, but in Arizona. I lived in Vegas too. I'm married in Vegas. I haven't been to Hawaii yet either, guys. That's on my bucket list too. All right, Pisces. All right, Pisces. 133. 33. All right, we made it. This is, I think, I haven't done a short one like this in a long time. This is how Fridays started. Fridays were supposed to just be these quick ones. I keep evolving into my computer. I'm just never off it. I want to go to Hawaii. One of my exes was stationed there. All right, so next 48 hours. The next 48 hours for Pisces. Well, Page of Swords. Let's see if that comes out again. All right. So you're feeling ignored by somebody. And you have a lot of, it's really painful. You feel like somebody's rejecting you, refusing, not seeing you. But we got the Page of Pentacles. You will hear from this person. And the High Priestess. So this person acts like they're not interested, but they go silent on you, and they could, you know, I don't want to end it like this, because Pisces, I feel like you know, I mean, but it just seems like your person, they give you just enough to keep you hanging. They keep you guessing, and then they go silent. They talk to you, they open up, and then they go silent. And it's really weighing on you. It hurts you, you know, and it triggers you. And it's creating a sense of insecurity that maybe even some of you never had before. Like you just don't even understand it. You know, what I'm getting is like this person you're talking to is on your mind, doesn't like to be seen. They may not realize how much they're hurting you, you know, unless of course you've told them. But they are always watching you, keeping tabs of you, and watching to see what your next move will be. But I just don't think you're getting back what you're putting in with this person. And you will hear from this person again. And I got the 6 of Cups. What happens is when you hear from this person, you get a spike of, you get a big, what is it, a dopamine hit? You get so happy and you think everything's going to be great and everything's good for a minute. And then it seems like they go silent again or they go quiet again. And it just right back to square one here with this person. Now the Magician. So you will get communication, you know, and it'll feel good for a minute. But the 8 of Swords, you know, it just feels like this person really triggers you. All right. I'll go to Hawaii if you guys want to set up a send Frankie to Hawaii fund. You guys can, you know, help a fella out. Aries and Pisces. I'm working on making some really beautiful candles in my candle boxes. So you guys can help me out by supporting me with that. All right. If you want to, of course. If you want to. All right. Aries through Pisces for Pisces. Believe in the impossible when it comes to Aries. Now I'm looking at the eclipse season, Pisces. So the next 48 hours was the message I just gave you. And this is, you know, throughout the next 4 weeks. Taurus, conclusions are within reach. All right. So you're not as far from a Taurus as you think. Gemini, taking a break here so that you guys can have a little bit of space to figure things out. So you may still be kind of in separation with the Gemini. Cancer, your hard work is paying off with a Cancer. Leo, luck is on your side. All right, so it looks like you and Leo going in the right direction. Virgo, what do you need to release? What do you need to let go of when it comes to a Virgo? Because whatever you're holding on to is what's causing resistance in the relationship. Libra, you guys need a plan here. You guys are just kind of winging it and just, you know, it's always about messages, talking, you know, but what's next? Are we wasting our time? Scorpio, surrender to the divine. Divine's got your back here with Scorpio. Sagittarius, a fiery climax approaches. So this could be a big bang, right? Very passionate, or it can be very heated, like a, you know, argument. Capricorn, you're so close to achieving your goal, right? Keep on keeping on. Aquarius, about to take action towards you. Pisces, all right, Pisces cares about you and wants to see where things go. You could be healing with a Pisces. Pisces, you could be making plans with a Pisces. All right, guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. I don't know. I feel weird setting up a GoFund. I do have a donation thing, but that's too much to ask. I don't like asking for that. I totally booted myself out. All right, guys, please hit that hype button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You know, that helps me out. And don't forget, I'm collabing with Archer on the 21st. And I will be on at 4 o'clock with Super Chats and give myself a little bit of a break. And I do have a list, but if you guys want to get up on there, there's still plenty of room. And I will see you guys later. Thank you to everybody that helped out today. And thank you for everybody that was here.